In this video, I share with you the top 10 reasons why you should consider moving to Northeast Ohio. And I think you're going to be surprised at number 1, so stay tuned till the end for that. Hi, this is Erin Johnson, founder of Outstanding Ohio and Realtor with eXp Realty. I was born and raised and have lived my whole life here in Northeast Ohio. I've created these videos to share my love and knowledge of all things Ohio to help you understand that it truly is an outstanding place to live. If you're thinking about moving to the Akron or Canton area, I would love to help you find the perfect place for you to call home. I have helped many out-of-state buyers relocate to this area and would love to help you too. Give me a call at 330-227-4355 so we can get started. And here's your Outstanding Ohio video. Are you thinking about moving to Ohio and you're just not quite sure if that's a good fit for you or if you'd like it here? Maybe you've told some people you're thinking about it and they look at you kind of crazy, like, why would you ever move to Ohio? I recently talked to a woman that moved here 2 years ago, and she said she was scared to move to Ohio. And when she told people she was moving here, they were like, why would you want to do that? And I don't know what it is. Ohio gets a bad rap, but she said she loves it here. She doesn't understand why people don't talk highly of it. And I'm here to tell you, as a lifelong resident of Northeast Ohio, that there's a lot to love about Ohio, and I'm going to share with you the top 10 reasons why you should consider moving to Ohio. Number 10 is Lake Erie. We are fortunate to have one of the Great Lakes right here in the Cleveland area, and that provides a lot of recreational opportunities such as boating, swimming, fishing, and there's islands you can go to, and a lot of fun that can be had from the lake, not to mention that it's a great source of water for the area. Number 9 reason is minimal traffic. So compared to some of the bigger cities in particular, we really do not get a lot of traffic around here. Sure, if there's an accident or there's bad weather or construction, which we do tend to have a fair amount of, that might slow things down. But by and large, traffic is not bad. And in fact, a lot of times people will measure distance in time and say, oh, it takes 30 minutes to get there, because it doesn't matter whether you go at 10 or 5 or 2, because it's 30 miles, it's 30 minutes. Pretty standard. Unless you run into some extraordinary event, the traffic's not going to be bad in Northeast Ohio. The number 8 reason is our breweries. Ohio is actually ranked number 5 among all states in craft beer production. We have over 400 craft breweries operating in Ohio. And just in the Akron, Cleveland area, they do some brew paths and passport things where you can go to the different breweries and get a stamp and win prizes and things like that. So there's the Summit Brew Path that involves 23 different breweries in the Akron area, and the Cleveland Brewery Passport, where you can visit 41 locations within a 25-mile radius of Cleveland. So that gives you an idea of all the different brewery options you have available in the area. And you have to check out the Cleveland Beer Fest at the Convention Center. It's usually in February, where you can sample over 150 different local beer and craft wines. So if you like beer, this is a great place to be. The number 7 reason for moving to Ohio is all the entertainment and activities and cultural things that we have going on here. There's so many, in fact, I think I'm going to make a whole separate video about it. But just to give you a quick list, we have the professional sports teams in Cleveland with the Browns, the Guardians, the Cavaliers. We have one of the biggest theater districts in the nation. We have concerts coming through. We've got all sorts of museums, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, the Football Hall of Fame. We have amusement parks, one of the Cedar Point with all the roller coasters, and so many other great things in the area. Zoos, you name it, we have it. So never a dull moment, always something fun to do in the area. Number 6 is the hospitals and the medical care available to us. We are fortunate to have some amazing hospitals in our area. In fact, the U.S. News and World Report's 22-23 best hospitals rankings found the Cleveland Clinic to be the best in the nation for cardiology and heart surgery. And the report also ranked the hospital the best in Ohio and the 4th best in the nation. We also have top-ranking children's hospitals in both Akron and Cleveland, and University Hospitals also ranks in the top 50 nationally for several specialties. So no matter what you need care for, it's available in the area, and you'll have options, great quality medical options for your healthcare. The number 5 reason for moving to Northeast Ohio is our parks. We are super fortunate to have some amazing Metro Park systems in both the Akron and the Cleveland area. We have Summit County Metro Parks, which is the Akron area. They manage more than 15,000 acres throughout 16 parks, 3 nature centers, and 150 miles of trails, including 22 miles of the Ohio Erie and Canal Towpath Trail. And then you have the Cleveland Metro Parks, which is in the Cleveland area, spanning more than 24,000 acres across Northeast Ohio, including 18 reservations, more than 300 miles of trails, 8 golf courses, 8 lakefront parks, some dining and retail venues, and the nationally acclaimed Cleveland Metro Park Zoo. So if you're an outdoorsy person and you like walking and hiking and just getting out to see nature, there are so many opportunities for that in the Northeast Ohio area. And people that live here kind of take it for granted, don't realize that not every place has this type of park system to offer. The number 4 reason for moving to Northeast Ohio, this is a very practical one, but a very important one, is our low cost of living and affordability. Of course, there's different aspects of affordability. I'm going to touch on a few of those here, but the first is the cost of living index. So as of the third quarter 2022, Ohio ranked 7th in all states for the lowest cost of living. We're at 89.4% of the national average, which means it's about 10% less than average to cost to live in Ohio than other states. And a large part of that, driving that, is the low housing costs, which are 29% lower than the national average, and healthcare and utility costs are also low here. I recently learned that Ohio is actually one of the cheapest states for full coverage car insurance. So according to bankrate.com, Ohio drivers pay an average of $1,034 per year, and there's some states that are like double that, so who knew? But that's another part of affordability of living in Ohio. And gas prices. Based on AAA's data, Ohio is just below the national average for gas prices, so that's another great thing. When it comes to taxes, Ohio ranks 6th as far as low property taxes. However, they rank a little bit higher in sales tax and personal income tax. You're going to look at an average of 7.2% of sales tax. In Summit County, it's 6.75%, which is the Akron area. Cuyahoga County, it's at 8%, which is the Cleveland area. So that's a little bit higher than you might get in some other states. And then the personal income tax, most cities will collect between 0.5% and 3% of your income for local income tax. And the average is about 2%, depends on the city. So you may pay a little bit more in some of those taxes, but you're going to save in property taxes and cost of living and car insurance and gas and all those other great things. So very affordable place to live. The number 3 reason for moving to Northeast Ohio is the central location. We are so centrally located in the country that we have easy access to lots of cool places. In fact, we're within a 500-mile radius of 57% of the US population. So basically a day's drive, you can get to most of the country. And what that means practically, we're a couple of hours to Pittsburgh, to Columbus, 3 hours to Detroit, only 4 hours to Niagara Falls. I love going to Niagara Falls. And your 6 to 7 hour drive to some major cities, Chicago, New York, Philadelphia, DC, Baltimore, Philly, Toronto even. So basically a day's drive to a lot of the major cities in America. 10-hour drive to the beach in the Carolinas. A lot of Ohioans will go to North or South Carolina's beaches for the summer vacation. And we of course have 2 airports. Cleveland and Akron both have airports that are close by and easy to travel in and out of. So those also give you access to the rest of the country and the rest of the world. Central location is a great advantage of living in Northeast Ohio. The number 2 reason for moving to Northeast Ohio is the people. Of course, I may be a little biased, but the people here are very hardworking, generally kind and friendly, family-oriented, and very proud of their state. A lot of pride in our sports teams and a lot of Ohio pride. And the number 1 reason, thanks for waiting for it, that you should move to Northeast Ohio is the weather and the seasons. I know you probably weren't expecting me to say you should move to Ohio because we get great weather here. But I'll tell you what, the people of Ohio really appreciate that we get all 4 seasons and don't have major disasters like earthquakes and hurricanes and mudslides and forest fires. We get an occasional tornado, but not really that often. We don't have to worry about droughts because we have the lake. So it really is a very good place to live in terms of weather, and to be able to experience all 4 seasons, to get out and enjoy the parks and the weather and everything else. You may be a little bit worried about winter. Watch my video about winter in Ohio and what to expect and how to really enjoy winter here in Ohio. But really, Ohioans love the weather and having all 4 seasons, by and large. I run a local Facebook group called Outstanding Ohio, and I ask people when they join what makes Ohio outstanding. And the number 1 reason when I analyzed it was the weather and the seasons. So people do enjoy having the seasons here. The average temperatures in the summer, it's going to be in the 80s. In the winter, 30s, 40s. And then in the spring and fall, in the spring you're going to kind of go 50s, 60s, 70s, and then the fall is going to kind of go reverse 70s, 60s, 50s. But you know, we're in the winter right now and it's 45 degrees out and I'm in a sweatshirt. So you're going to get days that are nicer than the averages. And there is kind of a joke in Ohio about being able to experience all 4 seasons in one day. So there'll be times where you get in your car in the morning and you have your heater on, and when you come home from work in the evening, you have to put the air conditioning on. But we love it, and we hope that you would come here and experience the seasons with us as well. I hope you found this video helpful in learning all the 10 reasons why you should move to Ohio. Ohio really can get a bad rap sometimes, but there really is a lot to love about Ohio. I did a video about the top 10 reasons why the people in my Facebook group, the Outstanding Ohioans, love Ohio, so I encourage you to watch that as well, to hear in their own words what they think about Ohio and why they think it is outstanding. And I would love to help you. If you're thinking about moving here, please give me a call and we can see if it's a great fit for you. Thank you for watching my video. If you are planning to move to Northeast Ohio, please give me a call. I've helped many buyers like you find the perfect neighborhood and house to call home, and I would love to help you too. Check out my other videos about real estate and living in Northeast Ohio on my YouTube channel, and if you like it, please click subscribe so you can be notified as new content is available. If you do live in Ohio or are planning to move here, check out my Facebook group called Outstanding Ohio, where I highlight the people, places, and things that make Ohio great, and it's a great opportunity to meet and engage with other outstanding Ohioans. Thank you.